What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing today? My name is DeMarcus, and I'm here with the Beta Project here on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube at Humble and Focus. And today's video is called Your Arsenal Determines Your Results. Now, the picture that we have up today for the quote is: people may spend their whole lives climbing the ladder of success, only to find once they reach the top, that ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. And that's all we're going to go into. Your arsenal determines your results. And here we go. Hello. So I want to show you guys something that's pretty cool. So back in 2016. Yep, 2016. I created this thing, and I had it up above my bed, and I was really excited about it because I've been through the speaking, and I've been through all the knowledge and all the great stuff, and I read the books, and I was motivated, and I was excited, because you know how far excitement can go a long way if it's used right? So I created this. Let me show you what it says. So I, DeMarcus Tunstall, want my first $100,000 net in my bank account. I will sacrifice my sleep, my friends, entertainment, and time with friends. I want to accomplish this by, December 2nd, 2016. So, this is very interesting. The reason I wrote this, if you've ever read any books, you know that sometimes it's about being deliberate in what you want, right? So I was excited about that. I was excited. So I told him what I wanted. I told him what I'm willing to sacrifice. This is, by the way, Think and Grow Rich talks about you can't get anything from nothing, so you have to sacrifice. So this is what I was willing to sacrifice, and this is the date I wanted it by. And this alone, this right here, should have yielded me some perfect, amazing results, right? I did not hit this goal. I did not surpass the goal. I did not get to the goal, right? Why? Well, there's a reason why. At the time, I was working a job, a normal 9-to-5 job, getting paid about $15 to $17 an hour, maybe even $20 an hour. And I actually was not paying attention to the fact that I hitched my wagon to the wrong train. Hence, the fact that putting your ladder on the wrong wall is not a great thing. You could climb that ladder all the way to the top and realize it's not very high. I mean, that ladder's not very high, and then realize the wrong wall is much higher. Or climb the top of the wall and realize you're in the wrong location. So the job I had was not going to yield me my $100,000 results. But I didn't realize that at the time. All I knew was I was excited, and I'm putting energy into it, and I was excited, and I was excited, and I was excited. But in all reality, there was something missing. So what I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you want something more out of life, you need to check your arsenal. And what I mean by your arsenal, I mean that the things that you're going to go to war with. You know, if you're going to go dig up some coal, you're not going in there with a random spoon. That's not going to serve your purpose. If you're going to write a novel, you're not going to go in there with a crayon. You have to make sure your arsenal is correct to solve your problem, and your arsenal will determine your results. So I was there, and I was trying to make this $100,000, and mentally I was there. I was right, but I'm working hard and churning and trying to get all this speed on something that's not going to have momentum. Because in a job situation, even with the fact that I had sales and it was commission based and everything else, plus regular wages, I was not going to hit that $100,000 mark because it was not designed for that. It's like being on one of those water bikes. You guys seen those water bikes, and people are just pedaling so fast, and you know, they're like, oh my goodness, they're running, and all of a sudden you're back and you're looking, and all you see is this. They're not moving very fast. And that's what happens when you get on that wrong, when your arsenal is wrong, you don't go anywhere. So instead of getting a paddle bike and trying to get speed to get where you're trying to go, it's going to take a whole lot longer than you getting into a motorboat, turning on the motor and shooting across the water. There's a drastic difference. So your arsenal matters. So you need to be very aware of where you're placing your time and where you're placing your energy. Because if you're placing your time and your energy in the wrong place, it doesn't matter what you dream, because your arsenal is wrong. You can't get where you want to go if you're not willing to let go of the arsenal you have, take your ladder off the wall, move your ladder to a different wall. All I realized is that my ladder was too short, and I was never going to get the goal I had. So I either had to leave that ladder alone, or I had to move that ladder to another place where I could be complacent with going to the top of that wall. But I didn't want to move my ladder. As a matter of fact, I found a bigger wall. So I had to find a bigger ladder to go ahead and get me there. The problem is that we aren't willing to let go of that ladder because it's our ladder. It's our job. This is what makes me money. And that's when the fear mindset kicks in, because we're not leaving things that we should be leaving to get great results because we're afraid that we might fail. If you go into something and you're already afraid you're going to fail, you've probably already failed. You've heard the quote, those who believe they can and those who can believe they can't are both right. So you have to go in, you have to move your ladder off the wall and go into it to get the results you want, and you also have to believe you can. Don't be scared. Have you ever honestly failed to the point where you have nothing? If you have, you hit bottom, then what did you do? Focus in on that. You're watching YouTube right now, you're watching TV right now, so obviously you're not too far down. You at least have a phone, you at least have a computer screen, you have something that you're watching this on. So that means that there's a way for you to always have something. But we get scared. Don't let fear govern you. Instead, focus in on what you want. Look at your arsenal, believe that you can do it, and as you do that, what you'll understand is that the only thing stopping you is being in the wrong opportunity. The only thing stopping you is doing the wrong thing. It doesn't matter how amazing your energy is. If you're bench pressing wrong, you're not going to get the desired results. If you want to bench press 300 pounds and you're bench pressing wrong, you're not going to get the desired results. If your arsenal is not right, you're not going to get what you want. So I need you to take stock in your arsenal. Go back and look at what you have. What job do you have? What passive income do you have? By passive income, I mean income that's paying you when you're not working. A lot of people don't know what passive income is. A lot of people have heard the word passive income but use it differently. What side hustles do you have? What ways do you have to make money? Do you have an arts and crafts thing that you can give to people? If money is your result, then you need to make sure that your arsenal is up to par. If you want to lose a lot of weight, you've got to make sure that your gym membership's good. You got to make sure you have a great trainer. You have to make sure your fitness is up to par. If you're missing some of those, maybe you don't. Let's say you don't have the trainer. That's fine. Let's say you have a gym membership, and you also, on top of that, you have you're not eating right. You're not going to get your desired results, but that's because your arsenal's off. So let's just read this one more time, and then we'll be through here. Is that people spend their whole lives climbing up ladders of success to find that once they reach the top of that ladder, that the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. Check your wall. If your wall's too high, you have two choices. One, lower your wall, which means lower your dream. Or two, get a bigger ladder, which means go out and find a way to make your dreams come true. Like I always telling you, you find out what you want in life, that's your wall. You find out what you want in life, and then you go out and you get it. By putting together what you want in the main, you create your life around what you desire. Not let what you desire be an afterthought after you got done working to make money for life. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to realize that your arsenal is your results. Your arsenal determines your results. So just make sure that you're checking your arsenal so that you have the best possibility of achieving everything you want in life for yourself, for your family, for your community, and for your legacy. We all deserve what you have to offer. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate and I believe in each and every single one of you. And I want you to understand, really quick before I get out of here, this is a great idea. This idea that I had right here was an amazing idea. But the problem is I had the wrong vehicle trying to get me there. And that's the reason I failed. So now I have to change the vehicle. If I want more, I have to change more. I have to give more. I have to sacrifice more. I have to get more afraid. I can't just be, the thing is we're having jobs and we're comfortable and we're trying to succeed in the jobs where we're comfortable. But the jobs that we're comfortable in, the reason we're comfortable is because they're paying us just enough to stay there and we're getting paid just enough not to quit. So they're not trying to overpay you, but you're not also trying to be underpaid. So it comes to some kind of, okay, we'll stop here. But this right here is a very low wall, especially whenever your wall is set way up here, out of the screen. You see, it's not even in the screen. When your wall's way up here. So the question is, what are you gonna do? You're gonna adjust your wall and say, okay, this is fine with me. Then stop complaining, and just be okay with where you are in life. But if your wall is gonna be way up here, then you need to get a bigger ladder. And that's all I have. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear about your dreams. I want to hear about your goals. What do you want out of life? What do you want to be? What successes do you have? And how are you planning? What's your arsenal to go get it? That's all I want to hear. Feel free to comment on the messages below. I love reading them. And I will talk to you soon. Have a blessed day, and I will talk to you guys later. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.